In 1984, Blame It on Rio came out. Thankfully, 2 years later, the adult film industry was ready to pounce. Because we got Blame It on Ginger. I love this movie. Blame It on Jason from Barefoot. Squeaky Clean Adult Films. How's everyone doing today? Blame It on Ginger, 1986. Released by Vivid Video. Directed by Henri Pachard. Written by Raven Touchstone. Starring the titular Ginger Lynn. As well as a bunch of other cool people. Now, like Blame It on Rio, we have our talent doing testimonials, looking down the barrel of the lens, talking directly to the audience. They did it and Blame It on Rio. They did it and Blame It on Ginger. Henri Pachard is our director. He directed Jailhouse Girls, starring Ginger Lynn. If you want to see me fanboy out, and I'm going to try not to be a repeater, go watch that. I went on a whole tangent on how much I love Ginger Lynn. Taboo 8, Mascara, Matinee Idol, Outlaw Ladies. We've done a bunch of his movies. And we've got a bunch coming up too. Outlaw Ladies 2, G-Strings, and Night of the Living Debbies. Debbie Does Dishes Part 5, technically. But he did also direct Part 4, Debbie for Hire, The Final Taboo, White Women. I'm telling you, we did a bunch. Henri Pachard is in my top 3. I've mentioned my trifecta a bazillion times. Richard Mailer, Henri Pachard, Alex Terenzi. Anyway, Raven Touchstone wrote this. Taboo 8, Taboo 18, Taboo 17, Silver Tongue and Hot Rod, which Henri Pachard directed. I didn't even mention that one. And I'd like to do, I don't think I'm working on any Raven Touchstones right now, but I have them on my wish list. Debbie Does Dallas, The Revenge, 2003. That's one from the Reimagining series, which we've done a couple of. So I want to get that to be a completionist. She also wrote Black Taboo number 2. Not the Black Taboo 2 that we did. Patty Rose Lincoln, F.M. Bradley, Portia Lynn, no relation, except for in coolness. She wrote Black Taboo number 2, the Jim Malibu film with T.T. Boy and Jeannie Pepper. 78 minutes long, we got ours down to 10. Triple X, we got ours down to PG. A lot of sensuality, a lot of adult themes, really a big craze, probably late 70s, but big in the 80s, was like sex books, sex talk, sex therapists. We're all adults here. And so that's a theme running throughout the motion picture. Couples. In one of the scenes, they're in bed, the man and wife, one is reading the Height Report, one is reading the Cosmo Report, which were 2 huge best-selling books that they sold to couples about the bedroom. Oh, and I experimented with swear words in this one, and I'm still kind of playing around with that. Every once in a while, I like it.
I mean, how that little get so lucky?
Anyways, this is a great picture. I hope you enjoy it. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
She's my best friend, and I defend her to the death. But the fact of it is, it was all Ginger's fault. Everybody was happy. Ginger's dad, his girlfriend Mitzi, back.
I told you never to do that.
Come on.
No. Stop talking to me like a child.
You don't treat me like a child. My dad and his lady, Savannah. Buck and I, We had a great thing going. And Ginger? Well, she and Cyril were positively volcanic. The romance of the century.
Honest, Laura, he is incredible.
I'm impressed. Cyril just doesn't look the type.
Did Clark Kent look like Superman? I'm telling you, Laurel, he's an animal. Cyril, would you please take off your glasses?
You know I can't see without my glasses.
What is there to see?
You, my charming cupcake.
I lied. The Cyril I told Laurel about was Clark Gable, Robert Redford. It's hard to tell your best friend that the guy you're in love with is a jerk in the sack, you know?
Laurel told me about all the things Ginger and Cyril were doing together. I tried to get Warren to experiment with me, but he had to research the subject first. We're almost done reading yet, Warren. Fine. You stay here and read.
Savannah told me all about Ginger and Cyril. I mean, how that little get so lucky? I mean, what did she have that I didn't have? I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, he's a dream. He's tender, sweet.
I had to get away for a while. I had to figure out what I was going to do about Cyril.
I needed a breather for Mitzi. My own space, if you know what I mean.
My ego needed a rest.
I was ready for a tan.
Yes. Fresh air, sunshine, and my plants.
It's been years since we've been out here together.
Come on, hurry up, Dad. I have to pee.
Me too. I have to find the key. Oh, yes. Yes. There we are. Yes, come on. Come. We're gonna need these later on, Warren.
Yeah.
Dad, look, I found my favorite chair.
It's so cute.
Oh, he's so
Ooh.
cute. Oh.
Kisses. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Look at my azaleas. They dried out. I forgot them in. Oh, I have to go out to the greenhouse and see. Oh, I hope everything's all right.
Ginger, I'm gonna go look for snakes. You wanna come?
Oh, no.
You're a wuss.
Well, I'm sure I've grown up. Remember when you used to look like you belonged in that chair?
I think I'll make myself a drink, Ward. Can I get you anything?
I'm fine.
Well, you've certainly improved with age.
I have, huh?
Bet you're quite a swordsman, too.
Not really. How about your boyfriend? I hear he's quite a darn one.
Cyril? He's just a boy. I prefer older men.
Well, one thing led to another. She was young, vulnerable, somehow unable to resist me.
I couldn't believe it. How could she do such a thing? The thought of being with an old man like that? Simply repulsive.
Oh, hi, Laurel.
Hi.
Whew. Sure could use some rain. What do you want?
Boy, were we pissed. How dare they go on vacation without us? It's like putting us in cold storage.
Yeah, and it was all Ginger's fault. All that bragging about Cyril.
Made us want more out of our guys.
Yeah, we thought we pushed him too far.
And that's why they went on vacation without us.
So we decided to go straight to the source, get some first-hand advice. Who's your role model? Where did you get your technique? As a woman, how do I get my man to be as passionate and romantic as you are? A glorious animal? Is that what you call them?
Who did?
Don Juan Maya.
Little it was as green as a tomato worm.
We'd get even with Ginger later, but first we had to take care of Cyril.
Bob, what are you doing here? Come on in.
How you doing?
Bob, hi. What are you doing here?
I was in the neighborhood. I thought I'd stop by. You look great.
You're lucky that your nose isn't 3 feet long.
Oh, what did I do?
You take Chicken Little hair. Meanwhile, we're standing on our heads trying to get what you and Cyril had together, and it was all a lie.
It wasn't a lie. It was a hope. It's what I wanted it to be.
Ginger, you can't go chasing after rainbows.
Why not? You did. It is sort of like a rainbow, isn't it?
Things were never quite the same after that. Todd and Mitzi got married and settled into a quiet, sort of dull routine. Daddy and Savannah gave up those damn sex books and turned to a more tangible means of pleasure. Buck and I, we still have a great thing going. And Ginger?
So what'd you think of that? Did you like it? I liked it. Ginger Lynn. Clearly a very beautiful woman, but such a cool woman. Cool. That's what I care about. Being beautiful, that's just extra. I like cool people. Guess what I got for Christmas? Guess what I got on pause right now? Vice Academy. Remember last time I brought up visual aids for Vinegar Syndrome Ginger Lynn films? I got this for Christmas. I've had it for a couple months. It was a special Christmas present that I got before Halloween. Vice Academy 1 through 3. She's wearing underwear, but I'm gonna cover up her butt cheeks. There's Ginger. And I got this huge poster. Do you know that this has been out of print for years? And it's like the white whale of Vinegar Syndrome. It's valued at about $200. Ginger Lynn Allen, as the screen says in this movie. I'll tell you what, go watch Vice Academy Part 1, the cold open. Right before you see the titles, the cold open is Ginger Lynn, mainstream acting. I don't want to give anything away, but it is her time to shine. And it is so amazing. And then the titles come up and you're like, whoa. And her and Linnea Quigley both get above title billing. So it's Linnea Quigley, Ginger Lynn Allen, Vice Academy. That's impressive. Like I said up front, I talked to death about her. Murder Size has just came out. And now Babezilla just came out. So we have another cult film, 2024, Rise of the Mecha Babezilla. Taboo 4 was the younger generation, or the younger ones? What is it? The younger Taboo 4. That was the first time I ever saw Ginger Lynn. And I've been a fan ever since. I'll tell you who I've always loved. Barbara Dare, Lover's Lane and Double Dare, Torrid and Sorority Pink, Krista Lane, who we just saw 3 days ago, AVN's Best Actor of 1987, Krista Lane, Taboo 6, Krista Lane. We just released Richard Maller's Love on the Borderline. She was in that. Talk about repeater. We just shot that talking head 3 days ago. She's coming up again soon in Rambo. Lois Ayres, Sins of the Wealthy 2, Debbie Does Dishes 2, 2 twos, Blazing Mattresses. And then we got a bunch of guys, a whole bunch of who's who's. This whole movie is about fathers and daughters, and how the daughters interact, and how the fathers interact, and how the daughters and the fathers interact. And for the dads, we got Jamie Gillis and Joey Silvera, our Foxy Ladies boyfriends, Tom Byron and Peter North. Man, just those 4 dames. That's like huge. Peter North's documentary just finished. I follow him on Twitter. And it's not out. They're doing posts on it right now, but I can't wait to see a feature-length documentary on Peter North. We just saw him a couple months ago in Prom Girls and The Pillow Man. I think those came out back to back. Hotel Paradise, Priceless. Priceless is probably his best. I shouldn't even say this. A lot of people in the industry like me, and some people are, the jury's out. He asked a question on Twitter, and he was interacting with his fans, and I had just cut his detective movie, and I was like, oh, you gotta see Priceless, and I posted the picture with the link. Crickets. I hope that he likes what we do here. He doesn't seem uppity. Joey Silvera, we've done a bazillion of his movies. He was also in Prom Girls. Tom Byron, Sorority Pink with Barbara Dare, and Chasey Saves the World. 90s Tom Byron is so amazing. His new podcast's out. Check it out. I feel like I talked to him to death last month too. And Jamie Gillis, we saw him last week in Roommates. We saw him last month in Dracula Sucks and Water Power. Water Power might be, we're doing like a 200 episode retrospective. Water Power's up there. Vivid Video. We need to bring story-driven adult films back. Do you know that I wrote a couple treatments as well as a screenplay? Vivid Video. I don't know how to pitch. I got no people. But man, wouldn't it be cool if we could bring story-driven adult films back? We could do it for mad cheap too. I know half of the performers aren't actors, but some are. We just take the ones that are, and we do a throwback. Oh man, throwbacks, they're so cool. Dude, we're retro, man. You hear they're making story-driven adult films again? I'll see you in a couple days. Thanks for watching. Don't subscribe, don't like, don't share, just watch. We work our butts off for you. We do have PayPal and Cash App if you feel so inclined. And tell someone about this show. Pick your weirdest friend and tell them about this show. I'll see you soon. Oh, hey, look. If you can. I'm going to listen to the commentary and edit this. You guys want to edit with me? Check out my stream. Hey, we're going to be streaming. I'm going to be streaming me editing a movie. I'm kidding, except for that's a real idea at Barefoot. It's not happening right now, but it might be happening someday.